खूप शुभेच्छा Marimitrio. 31 oktober ni rati an ekstarowe Halloween costume party organized karaiche. En ipada loko butana gos kapra paheri Halloween ujvani kariche. Ashara ku apsoni foreign country ni navi parampara jani ni ananda tayo hashe. Avjo Jajai Garvey Gujarat. Hey everyone, this is Yeki the Free here playing on my free-to-play account. I think it's day 97 today. We'll find out in a second. But let's auto up the rest of this failed run on Void Affinity. It was when I started for Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. And I was just saying a little bit again of the background history of what people do to celebrate Halloween in a language called Gujarati. And Gujarati is a dialect out of India. And the state of Gujarat is one of these only places, it is the only place, pardon me, in all of India that has the Asiatic lions. Subsequently, an adjacent or very close state, Punjab, has the last name is very popular, Singh, Singh. You might have seen this or heard it before. Its literal translation means lion, or it's like a distinction name, kind of like how the knights get Sir, the Sikhs get Lion, like a hero. And I think that's pretty interesting. And you'll find out a little later in this video why I decided to talk about Halloween yet again. And I don't know if you can see Alice here. She only did 15 million. I messed up the order. I get confused because normally I only fight the clan boss on affinity swap. So I did some Jalrag Ally Protect at the wrong time, and it cost me probably about 8 million damage. Doesn't really matter. I think, yeah, I only have 55 million on two keys here. Pardon me, that's not going to cut it. At least the boss went to blue, so it's not too bad. However, I still have two keys left over from yesterday's update in the mailbox, so I'm not too concerned about making it, right? And again, I don't know if you guys got two update gifts. My free-to-play account did, but my main account did not. Let's see, is there anything in here I'd like to buy? So something to help me not try to spend when I obviously don't have the silver to do so anyways. I don't even look now at items that are in the shop. I just don't care. And I'm getting close to these 500 gems. And where's the, yeah. So I'm going to do a bunch of runs today to level up somebody that I pulled. So I'll pick up these 25 gems and I'll get my gem mine to level 2 pretty soon, probably within a half an hour after this upload. So let's take a look at what I did yesterday, though, Ultra Nightmare wise. I was pretty happy about that. Did my biggest hit ever, 40.6 million damage, basically, on Spirit Affinity. Alice did 22.5 million damage almost. But look at Arbiter, that 1.3 million. You know, it's only 400,000 more than she normally does, but it's still 400,000 damage. And it might be enough to squeak you over the line that you're going for. Not too bad. And again, Alice, 22.5 million damage. Pretty happy about that. Let's take a look at the Stag Knight. So I have a +1 Stag Knight that obviously, like I say, came out of nowhere. And I gave him this banner. He's had this banner waiting for him. And I purposely kept it. And it really helps that it's that counter attack banner. Yeah, it's only a 5-star. But when you want to do your Iron Twins and you finally have an A1 decrease speed champion that can do it for you, you give him as many chances as you can to get that decreased speed on. So the fact that it rolled into the defense percent and 2 speed, it couldn't have been any better at all. So for the fun of it, let's ascend it since, as I said, I farmed a bunch. So let's see if I can get more accuracy up there or resist. What's coming? Defense, you take it, whatever. I want my Staggy to be strong. I want him to be able to take a hit, and eventually he's not going to be in protection gear, obviously. I just wanted him to have 100% crit, but now he's at 118. He's also maxed his skills. There's no longer any worry. He got his final book today. Clan Boss dropped a legendary book, an ancient shard, and an epic. Almost done his masteries. He does, however, need to get the sniper mastery to get that 5% more chance to land his debuffs because his A2, for whatever reason, only has a 95% chance fully booked. So I will have to spend 200 scrolls there, and then I'll get him his War Master because he's going to be in everywhere I do bosses. I want him to do War Master procs as much as possible. This is a huge hero. It's going to be amazing when you see who I have to pair him with. And I'm fairly certain I will be on Spider Hard once the other hero is fully booked and 5-star only, because I've done it on the main. So, Iron Twins, as I thought would be possible, for the first time, this account cleared a stage 13 on any Iron Twin, and it was the Spirit Affinity that he did it on, with Stag Knight in there. You see, Alice obviously does the brunt of the work, 1.8 million damage. It's all manual, has to be manual. I can't auto this. But to have that Stag Knight, it's the only reason this was possible. So we're going to try one today for the fun of it, okay? Got a little bit of extra energy. I highly doubt I can do stage 14. But let's take a look together. And having Jareg in the lead might not be the best idea, actually. I should probably make him, because ally protection, the way it works is if Jareg's the lead, he's the first one hit by the boss ability. So if that ability kills Jareg, then the ally protection falls off of all your other champions. Shout out to Oh No My Rook from the Hell Hades free to play challenge that reminded me of that. And I forgot. The reason I put him there so you can see is he has an 8% more HP bonus in all battles. But yeah, it makes more sense. Throw it to Gore in there. I can't believe I forgot that. And I think my Arbiter is tankier a little bit than my Alice. So I'll put her there in the order that the boss's, AoE stuff goes on clan boss anyways. I'm pretty sure that ally protecting I just told you about still has that same effect in all areas. So as you see though, I'm slow, right? This is a pretty fast boss. No matter what, he's going to get a turn ahead of everyone else. So instead of being punished for adding buffs before the boss has a move, I can increase everybody's turn meter with Arbiter right now. But I think that would give him a bonus after his turn, and he would be back to 50% right away. So I'm just going to A1 with the actually, no, I'm going to, pardon me, meter boost with her. Yeah, that's better. So I want to see something here. I'm going to A1 with my Tagore because I think the boss was getting boost before. Yeah, this is crazy. I was meter boosting everybody before right away, doing it wrong. So the boss was getting like 2 turns before I did. Now, oh my God, so much better. So as you see, I can use a buffing skill because there's a decreased speed on the boss. And I forget where it is in here, but I don't want to read through all of this bullshit. Okay, I'm not into a Tolstoy novel this morning. I apologize if you came here to learn how to do Iron Twins. That's not what I'm doing today. What I'm just showing you is why I was so excited about at least one Stag Knight. So I don't know if he's going to get another turn. Stag Knight. And my Jareg can put on decrease attack. I'd rather keep this decreased speed on as much as possible. And he missed. So my Stag Knight has like 337 accuracy, I think it is. And it's 2 times hitting A1 with the 50% chance on each hit to apply that decreased speed. So come on. He did get another turn. Come on, Staggy. Perfect. So the problem is, obviously, if this boss procs that smite debuff from Alice, he's going to drop the decreased speed when you trigger his whatever the ability is when he drops below certain thresholds. But I hope you learned something there because I thought of it before I tried this. Ooh, perfect. But he missed. But I was doing it wrong. I was boosting everybody with Arbiter so that they could all get a turn, after the boss's first turn. And it's wrong. As you saw, I had 3 heroes that were fast enough to go ahead of the boss. So right now, I think if I apply the increased speed buff to 5 people, the boss would start with 50% turn meter right after. So I'm just going to A1. There's no reason because nobody needed a heal anyways. Yeah, he got a big turn meter there anyways. There we go, Staggy. Perfect. So I think I can boost with Arbiter to try to get Tagore another turn. That's what's important. And I'm hoping I can't get the decrease attack on with Jareg, obviously. And I don't think Stag Knight's going to be able to get a turn before the boss here. But as long as everybody's still up, Oh, that's beauty. As you saw, Stag Knight didn't have any decreased defense. So Arbiter just meter boosted the shit out of everybody. I'm going to make sure Staggy, first time, there you go. Now there's decreased attack. And this is the weak affinity against me, obviously, right? And this is, I don't know if it's a good run or not, but this is the best that I've ever done on stage 14 on the free to play account. Yes, Staggy, beauty. So I think the boss is going to proc a brimstone here. Okay, so then I got to be careful. I don't want the boss to trigger his. Yeah, here it comes. I don't think it mattered. Whatever I did with Alice, there was going to be a problem. She was always, even with her A2, she would have brought him down to a certain threshold. So I don't know if you saw that leader of the pack thing that went over the head of Stag Knight when Arbiter missed her weekend. So now Arbiter got an increased accuracy because of Stag Knight here. Come on. There you go. So she now has a 50% increased accuracy. Okay, Staggy, land it. Oh, damn. That's what I figured would happen. Like, this is stage 14, guys. I really don't belong up there with, the lineup I have, maybe with different kind of gear, a little more speed or something. But I thought you would like to see that. I just remember when you're doing it, make sure you bring somebody that can decrease attack and land it and a decreased speed so that you can buff everybody. And again, if we look at the Stag Knight's total stats, yeah, 337 accuracy at 218 speed. Okay. He's not too good at his defense. I need that to be around 3K. And there's a reason that it's where it is. It's a pretty decent chest. Okay. For if you don't need defensive percent, this is a beautiful chest. Crit, speed. Anywho, as you see, everything's only really at 12s and 4-star or whatever. Stag Knight's going to be massive for this account with the hero that I just pulled. And he was a Halloween release hero, and I use him on my main account with Stag Knight, Akemptum, and Artak, and one food, and I farmed Spider Hard 5. So who did I pull? I couldn't believe it, man. I just YOLO'd the one ancient that came today, and I said, shit, maybe the people would have enjoyed seeing that, right? However, I will show you right now once I find them. Uh-oh, did I already lose them? Oh, because they're only a 4-star. Miscreated Monster. Frank is insane. I don't care what people are showing you about power creep, as long as Spider Hard still spits out 10 buddies. This man will never be power crept on a new account unless you pull a mythical that can do the same thing. This guy is huge. If you're not too familiar with him, okay, this A2 right here, he attacks all enemies. It's a 50% chance to place a stun. This is why I think I can now get through stage 23 of Spider finally, because it's Force Affinity. Not only will he stun them, but he places a shield buff for 3 turns equal to 25% of all damage inflicted. So even without War Master, this shield can get like 70,000, no problem. With War Master, who knows? Then he has a Ally Protect, a 50% Ally big version. And then he heals himself by 50% of his HP, and he gives himself a continuous heal. With his passive, though, anybody that attacks anybody that Frank has the ally protection under, they get a fear buff. So then the Spiderlings have a 50-50 shot of not getting the next turn if they're not already stunned. Plus, they have to break through the shield that this guy provided. Frank the tank is huge. Another reason why when I pulled him, when I did, I'm so excited. Take a look here. Knight's Revenant faction is about to open in 10 hours. I am 6 stars away from another Sacred with a 2 times event coming. I couldn't get anything done in Skinwalkers, but I think I can get my Knight's Revenant. I think I can pick up 6 more stars. I'm fairly certain. I'm getting at least 2 more, and I'll show you why with the roster in a second. And who else is opening today, by the way? Let's take a quick look here. I apologize. It's probably right in my face on Lizardmen. So I can't get any Lizardmen stars. They're done. So I'm trying to get 6 stars today. on the Knights Revenant. Let's take a look at the roster that I have for Knights Revenant. And I'm pretty certain, as I said, with Frank the Tank now providing shields for the wave content anyways, and an ally protect. Look at this, man. Dawncaller Sabitha. She's only in 12s still, but she's good. You know her if you got her. She is good. Sinesha in the stun set, beautiful still, right? She's got that AoE A1 that equalize HP. Then a Frank the Tank, Aishma, I forget what her actual special. She's got something that I really liked here. Uh, she increases the duration of all debuffs on the champions, and then AoE with a weaken and a poison. And then I slip somebody in that's, Magus, I forget her name, but she's pretty good for this as well. Or I could build out my Torax for his AoE provoke. So there'll be probably something I could show you tomorrow. I'm hoping for Knights Revenant, but right now I'm going to show you Frank the Tank going up to 5-star. I don't give a shit about Visionary. They're crap. Here's a chicken. Veteran is bullshit. And Crimson Slayer, I don't need you anymore. I was using her to get through the waves because she can sleep and stun or whatever. I'd rather get Frank the Tank 5-star, fully ascended, I don't have any books for him currently, but they're going to come, obviously, and probably 2 weeks away. But look at this, man. I got 8 Lego books just waiting in the wings. So for the rest of today, I kind of have to side burner my Stag Knights masteries because Frank the Tank is going up to about level 40 here in what do you call it, in campaign, and then I'm going to do at least his baby scroll masteries, at least, and hopefully by the end of all that, 6 stars, and I'll have a sacred shard for tomorrow. So let's just watch a quick run here. Actually, it's probably not going to be quick because I forgot I put Stag Knight in, and he's pretty fast because he beats my Alice. But anyways, look at Miscreated the monster. He looks cool. And if you know Ash, Ash loves this guy. I didn't know how good Miss Creative Monster really was until after I watched an upload of Ash and I seen him working in Spider. And it allowed me for the first time to get into Spider hard. So hopefully, whatever you guys are doing with those path rewards, whatever I get, I get. I don't care. I'm not surprised that whatever it costs to do this or that in this game anymore, when I don't do any fusions, I dictate when and how I play this game, and it's been a life-changing experience, Raid Shadow Legends wise for me. That free-to-play challenge, uploading, talking with the community, and just all of a sudden YOLO this and YOLO that. Like this game has been beyond the fun that I ever had before. And I haven't spent a penny on it on this account. It's almost what is it? It's like day 97. We'll take a look after this run. So it's been over 3 months. Haven't spent a penny. And you can see where this account is. Yes, I play at work and a lot more than everyone else. Ooh, can I? Oh, I'm just short. I'll knock it off a camera for the gem mine. However, yes, it's day 97, 100% free to play account. Having the best time of my Raid Shadow Legends life, and hopefully you're enjoying the ride with me as well. Best wishes to you. Take care, everyone.